Welcome to One Tree. Hope you enjoy. I'll go this way. Let's go the other way.
Investigate the nation's story that has been going on for centuries. This part of it begins many, many years ago when an acorn falls from an oak tree in the Great North Wood. There's nothing particularly special about this acorn. It's one of thousands that land in this part of the wood one gusty autumn day. Many are eaten by the pigs that forage on the trees, pigs that the local people eat in the hungry winter months ahead. Others are spirited away by jays, and if they eventually become oak trees, it is not in this wood. Only a few acorns manage to escape the snuffling snouts and the polluted birds. Fewer still land in places along the leaf litter where there is enough moisture to push down roots. Spring arrives, the sun's rays penetrate the bare branches of the trees for a few more minutes more each day. The ground slowly shrugs off the icy grip of winter. The remaining acorns begin to send green shoots towards the area expanse above. Unseen below ground, they send out more shoots, seeking connections with the fungi they will need in order to survive. Those who do not succeed shrivel and die. More days of light and warmth follow. The rest of the shoots become seedlings, each one a tasty snack for the mice and other small mammals that live in the woods. New shoots grow on most of the little seedlings. These too are eaten. This happens again and again, and each time fewer seedlings grow back. The days become longer. The remaining seedlings begin to flourish more vigorously. So too does the oak tree from which they've fallen. Its branches are soon covered in bright green leaves. These grow thicker and darker. Dappled shade turns into dense shadow. A few seedlings which the sun can reach grow taller and stronger, but many are still tender saplings as days start to shorten once more. In late summer, a herd of hungry roe deer wander through the woods. They use their sharp teeth to strip the saplings of all their tender sweet buds. Most of the young trees are now so weakened that they give up the fight for life. Just one sapling has grown tall enough that the browsing deer cannot reach its topmost shoot. Years pass and it continues to grow. Decades pass, and the acorn that fell that blustery day is now a full-grown tree, producing acorns of its own. There's nothing particularly special about this tree, just as there was nothing particularly special about the acorns from which it grew. This is just one of many oak trees in this wood. Its acorns feed many more generations of pigs, and its seedlings continue to provide sustenance to mice and deer. It is pollarded to produce firewood. It is not tall and straight enough for shipbuilding, or prominent enough to act as landmarks. It is not the oak tree that fingered the church Westlander on May Day. That tree is elsewhere in this wood. But this oak tree survives the bitter cold of snowbound winters and the occasional drought of long hot summers. Over the years ago, the tree cycle home with hundreds of other species. The nest moles of usual have been taken inside the tree and taken over by nuthatches in later years. Purple Hershey butterflies sit along its topmost leaves each summer. Wasps, beetles, and other insects shelter beneath its bark. Honeysuckle, ivy, and dog roses curl around its lower trunk. And beneath the ground there is now a whole network of fungi whose existence is intimately bound up with that tree. The years continue to roll by. The tree sheds boughs from time to time. Its trunk becomes hollow. Mosses and lichens form patterns on the wrinkles of its bark, and the tree outlives that wrestling monarch and many of her successors. Centuries pass. The oak tree lives on, but life outside the wood is now very different. Few of the local people keep pigs, and they have little need of firewood, as coal is readily available. It is fortunate that they no longer rely on the woods, but they are no longer welcome here. Ownership of the land has changed, the commons are enclosed, and the woods are shrinking. When another famous queen is on the throne, a mineral spring is found nearby. The land is sold again, and a Victorian entrepreneur clears part of the woodland to create a pleasure ground. Some of the trees are left standing to provide a pleasant sylvan setting for the visitors who travel out from the city to sample the spa waters. For a while, the business venture was a huge success. But Beulah Spa is short-lived. There's too much competition from other nearby spas. When a huge glass palace is built a couple of miles away, providing with a direct rail service from London, there are even fewer visitors. The pleasure ground closes, the land is sold once more, houses are built on some of it, and the rest, including the woodland, becomes part of a private estate. Over the next few decades, more of the surrounding land is sold to house builders. By the time another new century arrives, Wood is a part of the city in which day trippers want to travel to visit the spa. Eventually, the remainder of the estate was sold to a local authority. The area is designated for public open space. The remaining woods is safe at last. Acorns continue to put down shoots and strive for life in what is now known as Spa Wood. The threats they face change, but their chances of success are as uncertain as ever. The grey squirrels now scampering through these woods take fewer acorns than the pigs that once flourished here. But the oaklings still face the same struggle for light and moisture as their predecessors. And there are new dangers in these woods too. Carelessly discarded can or pick packet sometimes blocks the evening light. Runners and dog walkers pass through, oblivious to the wildlife, and often squash seedlings unwittingly. The changing climate brings other threats. Some young saplings are starved for water at a crucial time. Others are washed away in torrential downpours. But today, I walk around Sparwood in the spring sunshine with Sam and Edwin, looking for seedlings that might survive all these dangers. Much to our delight, we find several small groups of oaklings. Sam enters these in as oak regeneration areas on a GIS map to be able to record details of the wood. And what became of the oak tree that grew from the acorn that fell all those years ago? Perhaps it is now the huge tree at the top of Sparwood that is said to be the oldest in the Great Northwood. Or perhaps an aging oak tree did not meet the vision of a 19th century entrepreneur who had it cut down and created a pleasure ground. Or perhaps it just died. Oaks live for a very long time, but they are not immortal. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that it lived